So, part of the containment, as thermonuclear weapons and God Almighty dropped these things to the ground in their mass extinction. So, does a campground have a mailbox? Right, because we're supposed to discuss that, and that's the thing. And then, right, I called you people at Social Security from a hospital. Okay. I called you from a hospital. After the date that you sent these letters, you never mentioned anything about sending paperwork to him to be filled out at that time. You then gave me two other phone numbers that no one answers the telephone. Okay. So that's part of the reason why thermonuclear weapons are being used and why God Almighty is extincting you. Okay. You're caught up in a containment because, like I said, you're depraved. You're criminally depraved. Okay. You're criminally depraved. So anyway, so now there's a stack of forms to fill out and be dropped off at a Social Security office because you have to have an appointment at a Social Security office. It's all a bunch of nonsense, and that has a meaning to people that are criminally depraved, and you just have to partake in it. Yep, you just have to partake in it and blue-to-do, and then that makes sense to them. It's like a constant game in their depraved heads where you're supposed to shut off people's DTA cash, which is only $400 a month. That's what they do. Okay. Because you're supposed to just have people dying on the street. So anyway, you just have to partake in it in a calm manner. You just fill out the stuff, you call, blah, blah, blah. I mean, clearly, I already called you from a hospital. Oh, well, that's another department. And okay. And that's all you do. Okay, so, and then what do we do? Okay. That's why people hire lawyers and then they still do it. I have a lawyer and they still do it. They're trying to tell my lawyer that they mailed me things. They didn't mail me a sheet of paper. Nope, and this is the second time, and you go, she already has a hearing date and you're still doing that? She already has a hearing date with the law judge. So why would you mail her anything anyways? Okay. No, I don't believe for a second that Boylston Street isn't giving me my mail. Whatever that is, I'm supposed to go over there and get mad. Nope. Nope. The mail's dated. Right, the mail is dated as a date stamp on it. Okay. So clearly, I called you after the 14th of July, the 15th of July, and the 25th of July, and you know it. These calls may be monitored. You know I called you from a hospital.